Yeah, we're good. And we're live. Haven't missed much. Central Tech opened things up with the trifecta. Aiden Warnholtz looking to answer. We got Drew Ebanks of On Point on the PA microphone now for our final 2 games of the day, our final 2 games of the session. This is game 20 of 21.
Number 1.
Central Tech without Raheem Sullivan. Had a chat with him before the game about who he expects to step up. Mentioned a number of names, including Khalid Ismail, Tariq Ahmad. And then talking to head coach Kevin Jeffers, he had a kind of a transformer analogy that all these guys are going to have to come together to combine as one in order to try to step in for the fallen Raheem Sullivan. 4-0 lead. DeAndre Reed pushing it back the other way. This is what the Blues are all about. Getting out in transition, gang rebounding. Jason Tom here alongside Elliot Sabate.
If this Central Tech team can get a win over CTA without Matthew Daves and without Raheem Sullivan, that speaks of volumes at where this team is at this point in the season and solidifies them, if they're not already, as a league contender.
A national championship contender. CTA also without, Kaleem Sarazin, one of the best shooters in the NPA, really, and he's out with a knee injury, could be out for quite a while, possibly the remainder of the season, awaiting the results of an MRI on that knee.
An ACL is definitely not something to mess with. You definitely want to take your time and make sure that you're not rushing back. So thoughts and prayers are with Kaleem Sarazin, and he's a big-time player, and you think you're going to find him somewhere at the high major JUCO level when it's all said and done.
And meanwhile, you have Raheem Sullivan, who said that he wanted to play in this game, but the type of injury he's nursing can stick around for a while, and being his senior season, don't want to mess with that. The Blues are getting after it on D, turning the turnover into points. Coach Tony House, calm, cool, and collected, down 10, but he's taking a timeout. We'll be back after a short break.
Let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square, get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow. Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-way jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent. Game speaks. There's no politics here.
Okay, let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square, get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow. Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
That's live game action. JD Muya gets CTA on the board. Slow start for CTA. Both these teams, different playing styles, but similar in a way that both of them can come back from deficits very easily.
The CTA, we've seen them get hot from the perimeter.
There we go. Once again, transition. Isaiah Adebaboye, 2 off glass.
And I think Warnholtz early on has taken on a lot of pressure from these guards. Llewellyn's got to be there to relieve some of it.
CTA riding an 18-game winning streak into this one. DeAndre Reed sat the first half yesterday, showed up just in time for game time. That doesn't fly with Kevin Jeffers. Sat one of his veterans for the entire first half because of that. Muya, it's going to be hard for Central Tech to find an answer for him.
Now normally with Daves in the lineup, he brings a lot of strength and defensive versatility. He can guard some 3s, 4s, and 5s. And with Muya, you know, one thing Central Tech's going to really have to take into consideration is if you're going to foul him, you got to make sure that he's not having a chance to finish. You got to, you know, rip down at his hands while you're going for the ball.
And then walk away quickly.
Before you get the deaths there.
3:50 gone in the opening quarter. Central Tech, these are 2 undefeated teams in their NPA seasons thus far. And as I mentioned, an 18-game winning streak for CTA dating back to last season where they lost their first 5 games of the year and then won out the rest of the way, including nationals, to become the first ever high school aged national champions in Canadian basketball history. They've carried that into this season as well. 18 straight wins against NPA competition, but Central Tech is here looking to knock off the champs. 10-point lead for the Blues right now. Reed pushing back. Aiden Warnholtz jumps in. We got a jump ball. CTA going to get it back, and you see along the baseline there. AJ Lawson underneath the hoop, getting a close look at both of these teams as his squad, GTA Prep, will be taking the floor next, taking on LBA. So really, let's say four national championship title contenders are in this gym right now. DeAndre Reed steps in for the charge. 4 national championship title contenders here taking in this game, 2 playing. And then you have LBA, GTA Prep. They got here early to make sure they could watch this one.
Looking forward to watching that one as well. I think they match up really well in terms of size. Casey's going to be tested by Kur Jakuc, his timing and his anticipation on the defensive end have been excellent.
Almost as excellent as your pronunciation of Kur Jakuc. Well done.
Thank you, been practicing.
Reed into the lane. Wow, man, DeAndre Reed is coming out fired up for this one. Wouldn't expect anything less from the leader of the Blues. CTA is going to get it back.
Tipped out of bounds. Still CTA ball.
2 very different coaching styles on display here as well. Kevin Jeffers pacing that sidelines like a lion in a cage. Wow. Oh, Muya. JD. Finishing through contact once again. This man is a beast. I mentioned the different coaching styles. Tony House just chilling on the CTA sideline. The exterior is calm, but he is a fiery competitor walking into this gym with his crew today. Just kind of quiet, knows what's at stake, but both these coaches also, they really have the big picture in mind. Both of them said to me, hey, like, listen, we want to stay undefeated, and we know this is a huge game for the fans and for everybody in the NPA, but we're looking at one thing, and that's the end of February, beginning of March. They only care about the championship. What their record is when they get there, not a big deal. They know that they're going to be seated high. Adeboboye D'ing up Warnholtz. Nice little hesitation by Warnholtz. Kick out. Atik Jalal can't get to it.
Remember to use the hashtag #NationInspired. Also,
just past the midway point of the first half, 17-8 for the Blues. Exactly the kind of start that they wanted without Raheem Sullivan. But this CTA squad, I mean, they've started slow before and ended up winning by double digits handily. So they are not uncomfortable in the position that they're in right now. Moon Reese tries to find the big man, Mulia, down low. Off with Blues, out of bounds.
Tariq Ahmad in the game, taking on Lombard for Central.
And Moon Reith has earned a lot of minutes. Class of 2021 has taken minutes from some seniors. And this could be the start here. Aiden Warnholtz for 3.
17-11, Central Tech. Cancun. Out of bounds, they say CTA basketball.
Officials doing a good job so far letting these two teams play. I mean, they know it's on the line too. They don't want to become the difference maker in this one. They want this one settled on the court between these two teams. CTA, get it back, Reith. You know, you don't normally like to see people leave the floor before deciding what they want to do with it, but Moon Reith just glides through the air. Seems to live in a different form of gravity sometimes.
Yeah, he's very fluid in transition and can finish well above the rim. He's added a ton of confidence.
Yeah, like a very quiet confidence. Even when he hits a big shot over a defender, you see a little look sometimes, but you know, never screaming, never yelling, just
very composed.
Very composed, which is exactly what you want from a kid, especially that age. The role he plays on this team, especially when you have a guy like at the line right now, Muya. He's gonna give you all the vocal leadership that you need.
CTA slowly chipping away the lead down 17-13. 3:35 left.
The Blues up 4. Both teams finishing off their New Year Challenge schedule. Tough move. You can't do that against a CTA squad, man. You can't just drive into traffic and hope that you're going to get a call or finish.
No, you got help side defenders coming from every angle. Warnholtz able to recover here.
A cut. Nope. Right in front of us. What a size difference there. Nice dish. Strangways. No.
And Tariq Ahmad wearing number 11 for Central Tech, one of our best point guards. Class of 2018, he'll be coming out this year. Still looking for a home somewhere at the U Sports level.
Wow. Cash it. 17-15. Central Tech have seen their red hot start cool off. Yeah, I'm not sure that's what Kevin Jeffers wants to see. Well, Cott thought about it. Yeah, Cott was out of control. Tony House just said, Lou, shoot it. That's what I thought initially too when he caught that ball. He had opportunity to pull up, decided better of it, but some good defense there by the Blues resulted in the charge. As you see, the reinforcements jump back in. Reed and Khaled Ishmael back on the floor, as is Jaron Jones, another very key part. As part of this group of players who need to form Voltron to take over for the injured. So I'm looking at DeAndre Reed down there. He cramped up a little bit. Anyways, 3 or 4 players, as Kevin Jeffers said, need to combine to try to fill the void left by Raheem Sullivan, and that's quite a void to fill.
And CTA started the game playing a very physical style, have battled back in, cut the lead down to 2 here, 17-15 in favor of Central Tech.
Now in the bonus, that's why you see Reed at the line.
And the majority of the scoring for Central Tech has come from Reed. I think if he gets this one, that's 12 out of Central Tech's 18.
Blues showing just a little bit of pressure, backing off of it. Just trying to burn some time off that shot clock. Nice look. Jalal didn't go straight up, kind of faded away with that. Hamad gets it back from Ishmael.
And one thing you love about the Central Tech guys is they're all attacking the rim, looking to corral rebounds for each other.
You don't think this game means a lot to these two squads?
Oh, no kidding.
Ain't going to be any easy baskets in this one.
Westgarth to the line.
And this was a player that stepped up huge yesterday for CTA, was Javon Westgarth. With Kaleem Sarazin sidelined, which looks like the remainder of this NPA season, Westgarth is going to be looked to do an awful lot. But he's ready. Both these teams with a squad full of players with that next man up mentality. Oh, here's the CTA pressure. Stepped out of bounds. Asking for a push off. No call. CTA gets it back, down 2. Once again, we're at Crestwood Prep. North York, Ontario, still a chance to catch the remainder of this one, and LBA, GTA Prep, high-level players on both those squads. You got to battle undefeateds here. Can't get better back-to-back games than what you're going to see right here. Jump ball.
I like that call, not bailing out Willa. Good decision by the referee.
Same crew that we had in our last game. It was well officiated throughout our session. 21 games, cycling through something like upwards of 50 officials for those games, 40 to 50, and generally speaking, very impressed with the level of officiating we've had here. There we go again. Central Tech on the run, putting points on the board. Jaron Jones. This is Central Tech Blues basketball. CTA getting to work. Well, sorry, that's Moon Reese. No good. Muya. Call for the foul. Little late whistle. I wouldn't argue the call per se. Just wondering why the whistle came when it did. Correct call, though.
That's his second foul.
Both teams in the bonus now, under 30 seconds to go. Checking in is Caleb McKinnon for the Blues. He had a very, very good game last night.
Willa at the line, shooting 2.
Known as the sharpshooter on this squad, but McKinnon showed a little more in his arsenal as well last night. And a easy win over Beast Prep.
It's good.
Muya really doing it all for CTA as his team's down 3. Man, CTA is so long. They close out on the perimeter unlike any other team in the NPA. McKinnon out there for this exact situation. Gives it up. Big time shot. Khalid Ishmael. From downtown, the lead's up to 6, back the other way. Gotta take that. Westgarth is cash money. What a great first quarter. Everything we expected from these two undefeated NPA squads. Stay with us, we'll be back after a minute break.
With the lead, this is the NPA.
My name's Lowell Acott, and I'm mic'd up for North Pole Hoops.
Hey.
From the coaching staff to you guys, have the same intensity, same emotion, same enthusiasm as it is to stop someone, as it is to score.
Let's go, man. Start on defense.
Their press.
Hot threes, boy. Go. Yo, deal. Zone. Yo, my man's right here. Aiden. We never switched. I switched with Atik. I had him the whole time.
I keep getting.
Come on.
Hey, that's disgusting communication. Disgusting.
Hold on. Shout out CTA, man. Sky Blue.
Yes! Let's go!
Hit that. Let's go. Yo, put it in. Yo, diamond. Oh yeah!
Whoa! You see what they've done?
Yeah.
They've outplayed your asses. Outplayed you. I shouldn't even bother to put you guys on. All right, but I'll put the prima donnas on, and we'll see what you guys can do. All right?
Yeah!
Shout out Coach Tony, man. Shout out Coach Will. Shout out Coach Alain. Shout out Coach Manu.
You're looking at the back. Oh, not anymore. Javon Westgarth, who finished off the first quarter with a downtown connection. McKinnon hits the floor. A 3-point lead for the Blues through the opening 10 minutes without Raheem Sullivan, CTA, without a couple of players actually. Kaleem Sarazin out with injury. Amara Baugh not here with the team due to family reasons. A couple of other players sitting out because Tony House wanted to tighten things up, tighten the ship. Didn't care how big of a game was coming up in this session. He wanted to make sure his boys were abiding by the rules that he sets out.
I could definitely respect that. There's a grave level of accountability with the program, and I think that that's what ultimately builds culture around the team.
So far, CTA has handled their 2 games. A great matchup with LBA earlier in the session.
We've had a bunch of different universities in and out here at NPA Canada and for session number 2, and right now Ryerson, U of T Mississauga, and SMU all the way from Texas in the building. SMU has Isaiah Mike, who started off his NCAA career at Duquesne and transferred over. We'll expect to see him in the NBA one of these days.
Khaled Ishmael, as Raheem Sullivan said, that's my pick for the guy who's going to step it up in my absence, and he's done that thus far. Steal and finish, pushing the lead up to 4. Warrenholtz's pass just a little off target. Turnover. A rare turnover from Warrenholtz. Naz Roberts checks into the game for the first time for the Blues. Naz caught a body on day 2. Opportunity to be an electrifying player here in the NPA. Ooh, little step back from DJ Khaled.
And one thing that makes this team extremely dangerous, Jason, is they don't just have depth, they have a reliable depth. The guys that are coming off the bench can both defend and get you buckets, as we've seen from Ishmael, as we've seen from Jaron Jones, and then some electrifying plays, some above the rim finishes as well.
And these are guys who are practicing day in, day out against the Raheem Sullivan, so you know the iron is sharpening iron in that aspect. Hey, Kev Jeffers just said these guys have been asking for extra minutes throughout the season, waiting for it. Well, now's your chance. You can't have a bigger game than you have right now against a fellow undefeated team this season. McKinnon steps in for the steal. Back the other way, gives it up. Ishmael is stripped. Westgarth gets it ahead. Kalambe finds Moon Reith. Sent back. Nasty Naz Roberts with the swat. McKinnon stopping, pulling it out.
So 2 days ago, Naz Roberts dunks on a 6'10 defender. Today he's coming up with big blocks as Moon Reith was trying to attack the rim and was looking for a dunk essentially.
Kanku coming in.
Kanku checking in for Central Tech. And Moon Reith has been quiet in this one. He's subbed out. He's been sitting on the bench for the last two. Moon Reith, #1 player in the class of 2021. And the depth just continues in these Canadian classes. You're looking at the top 50 in each class, and they're all pretty much NCAA projected. Most of the U Sports programs now really trying to fight to keep some of those mid-major level guys, mid-plus. We've seen schools like Ottawa, Ryerson, and Carleton really get some buy-in and get guys to stay home. And you've talked quite a bit, Jason, about the level of play at the U Sport level and how it's grown so significantly.
McKinnon. If that's, not everybody who plays in the MPA is going to get to the NCAA. And what I say to that is, it's a good thing. Because these players are going to be getting to the next level, battle tested, ready to go. That's only going to raise the level of competition and skill level back at home in the Canadian university ranks. And that's what excites me about this league. If we can filter higher level players into the Canadian university system, there's going to be more opportunity to keep guys at home from the start all the way to the end. And that's only going to make things better here at home. Just over 2.5 in. Gonna take a quick break right now. Stay with us, we'll be back.
Rep by rep, you push yourself. Effort is only half the battle. Doubt sets in. Why do you do it? Is it worth it?
Back live, 2.5 gone in the second quarter. Pull up, no good. Warnholtz up ahead. Colombe fouled. Go to the line. Shoot two.
Kanku, who's a starter for Central Tech, getting an earful from Kevin Jeffers.
Third team foul for Central Tech. No good on the first one. Second one is good. 31-23, 8-point gap.
Adebaboye, Ishmael. Chambers. 6:45 to go.
Still Central Tech possession. You're watching the NBA New Year calendar. This is session 2. Toronto versus Ottawa. Game 2.
3:15 gone in the second. Ishmael pulls it and banks it in. He's got the shot going. C-Tech now up double digits.
I can't believe that in a game like this, Lou Alcott's minutes have been so chipped. He's been on the bench since the beginning of the second quarter. Easily their top producer and a top 10 scorer in league play.
Well, Raheem Sullivan was correct in saying Ishmael would be one of the guys filling in.
Very tough take to the rim that time. Central Tech will take it on the baseline. Just a 9-point lead for Central Tech, unable to extend it into double digits.
Central Tech.
Nice look to Jalal, big time block. Naz Roberts. Reith to Jalal.
Naz Roberts has been terrific on the defensive end, really
Look
blocking
at
and
Muya,
altering.
though. I mean, in a game where CTA's offensive weapons have really went pretty silent, Muya has really been the guy.
For all your information, go to NBACanada.com and you can tag them at NBA Canada. You can definitely check out the schedule there. Back to the action.
Roberts dribbling away from the rim, hands it off out of Baboye. Oh, set back by Muya. Oh, sent back by Moon Reith. Now looking for it on the other end. Warnholtz keeps it himself. That's a tough take. Ishmael coming up with it. Ooh, Reed tried to cash it from the corner. Can't get it to go. Lead still at 11. Reith dumping it off. Foul called. Muya will go to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, at least they're not like Muya's had his way with other defenders, but at least when they're fouling, they're making sure that it doesn't have a chance to go in.
Getting the roll is Muya, leading scorer for CTA by far in this game. Where would they be without the big man today? Helping them tread water. And there's Jalal. You put those two guys beside each other, that is a solid front court. Reed working on Muya. Roberts from range. He's done a lot of his work from in close on both ends, but stepping out and getting that lead back up to double digits for the Blues. Nice pass by Warnholtz. Kalambe just fumbles it out of bounds.
Sub coming in, Aycock for Reed. CTA.
And we're seeing the first of Lou Alcott here in the second quarter.
37-26.
Adeboboye.
And you see Aiden Warnholtz's eyes look for a caught right away as he makes the run in transition.
Jaron Jones stepping in there. It was one of those 50-50 plays, because you could argue Jones might have been moving on that, but at the same time, the offensive player was very out of control on the drive. Reed driving. CTA with numbers going the other way. But as always, the Blues get back defensively. Great transition defense from Central Tech. Count it. Plus the foul, Enoch Colombe out of Gatineau, Quebec. Go to the line to get this lead down to 8.
The left man line trying to finish the traditional three-point play.
Colombe, the lefty. Muya and Jalal. Monstrous. I think those two realized we can be the difference in this game. We need to step up, because we have size that the Blues just don't have. But they got someone else, a guy by the name of Nasty Naz Roberts.
Safe to say that he's been the breakout performer here in the entire session. I don't think anybody's broke out as much as he has. A guy that comes off the bench, limited in minutes, has made the most of what he has in this session.
Look at these two, Muya and Jalal. And you know what I love about Jalal? He's taking a little JD fire. And I did not see this from Jalal when he was a member of the Blues. Sorry, the Blue Raiders over at St. Mike's. I think Muya is taking him under his wing a little bit, rubbed off on him in a good way. Warnholtz has not been able to get it going from range. This is why CTA is dangerous.
And now you have Luau Lacotte bringing up the ball and having Aiden Warnholtz play away from it a little bit. Creates a little bit of a different dynamic. Warnholtz is best with the ball in his hand, but that also takes, wow. Is that Roberts again?
Yeah, from range. And look, Raheem Sullivan up on the sidelines. No one's happier than him right now to see his team up 8 as he's on the bench injured. Colombe dumping it down. They are looking for Muya as he's making hay. Look at the muscle from JD, but can't get it to go. Foul called the other way.
This is one of those games that's going to be a war right to the end.
That's exactly what Central Tech wants. I'm telling you though, Muya and Nachik Jalal are putting the league on notice that come the end of February at Nationals, these are going to be two guys that the league's going to have to deal with.
That's his first foul. Team sport. Two minutes, 3 seconds left. Second quarter.
8-point lead. CTA had gotten to within one possession, but the Blues have answered back, pushing it back up to 8. Adeboboye tried to jump in for the steal. Back the other way, Luau Lacotte. Westgarth. Lacotte has been pretty quiet in this game. Ooh. Yeah, foul on the body. The block was good, but the foul was underneath. Lacotte now going to go to the line. I'm sure he'll be happy just to see this ball go through the rim to try to get himself going.
That's his second. Team's fifth.
A minute 40 to go here in the second quarter. Central Tech has had control of majority of the game, unable to get it past 10 points for their lead. They just keep chipping away. Canada Top Flight does.
Again, Raheem Sullivan out of this game due to injury, probably lost for a couple of weeks. The Blues want to make sure that he is healthy for nationals. Both these teams have one thing in mind, that's national championship. They would like bragging rights right now, though, and DeAndre Reed, the other vet, is helping the Blues push it back up to a double-digit lead. CTA also without key shooter Kaleem Sarazin and a couple of other key members of their squad, really without 3 of their top 6.
Both teams undefeated in NBA Canada action.
1:12 left, 10-point lead. CTA wants to get this to single digits by halftime. Warren Holtz. Call for the travel. Timeout the floor. Stay with us. We'll be back. Quick break. 1:07 to go.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in! No good! 2 seconds to go! Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly!
Exposure.
Pangos will shoot another 3, his 3rd triple already.
I'm a retired teacher. I coached at a whole bunch of different levels throughout the player delivery system in Canada. Involved myself at the provincial level as head coach of Team Ontario from 1994 to 97.
We got 4 of the top teams in the NPA in the building, 2 of them on the floor, the 2 undefeated squads that are in attendance. Canada Top Flight Academy and Central Tech.
45-35, Central Tech.
The Blues with the 10-point lead. Next up, we got GTA Prep and London Basketball Academy. 2 of the most exciting teams in the NPA. A great afternoon of basketball. Just getting up close to halftime in this one. Reed, no good. Warren Holtz pulls it down. Adeboboye watching him. Wait for a screen, nothing's coming. Push on Reed. In the bonus, Westcarth will go to the line, and Reed picks up his 3rd on a pretty useless play right there, and I think that's what Kev Jeffers saying. You had 2 fouls, you had him closed out, there was no need to body him up at that point. Stay back, you had him closed off.
Westcarth at the line.
He had picked up his dribble. See how costly that will be. May come into play down the stretch of the game. Westcarth gets it back to single digits. CTA where they want to be right now. Within striking distance. Under 35 seconds to go now.
And Ishmael and Naz Roberts have been stupendous. And that was a beautiful move right there.
Had been pretty quiet in this game, but very crafty around the rim. Jalal working on Strangways. Yeah, I was saying that could either be a step out of bounds or an offensive foul. Take your pick.
Buddy. Take your tick, pal.
10-point lead.
19.1 seconds left. First half.
Next up, as we mentioned already, GTA Prep versus London Basketball Academy. Denzel Cummins has been absolutely spectacular for LBA in the last 2 games. Yesterday almost single-handedly brought them back for a close loss.
I said CTA would have wanted to get to single digits at half. They're down 10. They got some work to do. Stay with us. 8-minute halftime. We'll be back after that.
Well, Central Tech, it's the historic look, that castle feel. It's a gauntlet. You walk past and you just, whoa, you look up, and the reputation that comes with it, it has that feel, it has that effect. Being in downtown Toronto, it is what it is. You're gonna get everything, right? So all the distractions are gonna happen, all the excitement's gonna be there, any little thing happens in school, it's newsworthy because you're a downtown school, right? So we have to get past all those distractions and focus in and dial in what we're supposed to do inside this gym. Do we play with a chip? We make it so.
We're a grit and grind team. Like, we're like underdogs. So like, we play like, even though we're up 20, we play like we're down 20.
We try to break the neck of the other teams. Once we have our foot on the gas, like, we try not to let go. If you're a hard worker, if you have nothing to lose, if you're gonna put it all on the line every night, then you could come play on Central Tech.
I'm praying that they take on my personality. I gotta smile and I laugh and I joke outside of the game, but inside the game, I'm yelling, I'm screaming, and I'm fierce. And that's how we're developing right now.
Stop relying on what we did in the years past or the games past. It's now, yes?
And when we get to be that, tenacious group, that loud group, that aggressive group, great things happen.
That style and structure is making Central Tech a destination basketball school for players like Matthew Daves, who joined the Blues for his senior season.
I knew the coaches and I knew how their style of training was. And I thought that I'd fit in here well. It just brings up like a certain tone to how I'm doing everything. So like every single rep is more important now. Being Filipino, it's a bit different. Like, people look at me a different way when I'm playing. They're not gonna see someone like me, like an Asian person, play the way that I play usually.
How do you play?
I'm in the air a long time, just to say that.
In Season 2 of the National Preparatory Association, Jeffers will look to his returning seniors to lead the team on and off the court, which also prepares them for the next level.
Me being the oldest, it puts a lot of responsibility on my back, because coach, he tells me to always watch out for the guys, make sure everyone's good. Because after I leave here, coaches in other schools, they look at the kind of person you are off the court before on the court. They want to know what you could do in school. They want to know what you could do in a group of people if you're going to be communicating. All my friends back home, they really think I've changed a lot, and they said it's for the better too.
Coach Jeffers is an amazing guy. Taught me a lot because he's been coaching me since young, been watching me play growing up, playing basketball at the community center. And he just been there for me. Changed me a lot because before I wasn't really doing the stuff that I need to do to go to the next level. Since I came here, I started getting the support, the help that I needed to succeed, school-wise and basketball-wise. He prepares me to be a man.
The good will follow the good, the bad will follow the bad. But if people see the good in you, they're gonna make sure and push you to that stream. Central Tech is labeled. It's no chance that I'm here trying to change that label, try to bring forward a better understanding of who it is and what this school is about. Well, Central Tech, it's the historic look, that castle feel. It's a gauntlet. You walk past and you just, whoa, you look up, and the reputation that comes with it.
The first and only NPA championship banner currently hangs in our nation's capital, the home of Canada Top Flight Academy. But it didn't come easy for Ottawa's only boys prep basketball program, who lost the first 5 games in the program's history before a team meeting put them on the path to making Canadian basketball history.
It was a pretty rocky start for us, coming into our first year as a team and as a program. We started off losing 5 games in a row. It was tough, everybody wasn't in the greatest mindset.
That's the meeting that just changed everything. We were straight up with each other. We were all honest, and then we got better as a team. The chemistry got better, and then we started winning games, and we became confident.
Ended up winning 13 in a row, and then it was just a great finish to have come out on top as the first ever national champions.
As a founder, as someone who just started this, prep school, you have a vision, and to see it come to fruition sort of in the first year, it was one of the biggest thrills in my life. Being an Ottawa guy, so proud at every level. The Ravens and the Ottawa UGGs, obviously the club system with Ottawa Elite. Now you add ourselves in the mix with the prep schools. We're seeing again a lot of the hard work, pay off.
Like any championship-level team, CTA is now working even harder to stay atop the National Preparatory Association, while continuing to give Ottawa area basketball players a chance to stay at home and rep a city that never seems to get the respect it deserves in basketball circles.
Thought was always in the back of my mind about, getting to grade 11 and 12 was, am I going to have to go away? And I think Ottawa basketball has just been continuing to come on the rise, and with this program that Tony put in place, it's just only going to get better and become more successful. And it's just awesome to be part of that.
At first, I didn't know where to go. I was really done. I thought that my basketball career was done. I was trying to go to another prep outside of Ottawa, but my mom didn't want me to go anywhere. She wanted me to stay home. It's not like you're going to get an offer from a high school in Ottawa. And then when the prep came out, when Tony House created the prep, that really helped me out as a player.
We are the defending champs. We know that, we've got to be better than we were last year. It's just about preparation, and we feel pretty confident that with the staff and with the new recruits that we've got, we're going to defend, and we're going to try and win another one.
The first and only NPA championship banner currently hangs in our nation.
Back out to Pangos. Got it again. Pangos is knocking out all these open threes.
Kevin and I have a relationship that was formulated when I was one of the coaches at Camp Olympia that he could talk to and he could relate to, and we'd do workouts together, whatever it might be. And then it evolved into the admiration of he knew that I knew where he wanted to go. But I was one of those coaches that we're at another level that Kevin was after, and he could get information from me. He's 17 years old when I first proposed this to him and his parents. A 17-year-old kid, I want to write a book about you because I want to follow you for the next 4 years. It turns out to be Gonzaga. And then from there, he and I Skyped, lots of times throughout his 4 years, and we became very, very close. And it's a very, very special relationship now that I'm thrilled about.
Bembry back out to Pangos. Got it again. Pangos is knocking out all these open threes.
Kevin and I have a relationship that was formulated when I was one of the coaches at Camp Olympia that he could talk to and he could relate to, and we'd do workouts together, whatever it might be. And then it evolved into the admiration of he knew that I knew where he wanted to go. But I was one of those coaches that we're at another level that Kevin was after, and he could get information from me. He's 17 years old when I first proposed this to him and his parents. A 17-year-old kid, I want to write a book about you because I want to follow you for the next 4 years. It turns out to be Gonzaga. And then from there.
47-37, Central Tech Blues with the halftime lead. Leading scorers in this one, Khaled Ismail with 18 for Central Tech, playing a huge role because of the injured Raheem Sullivan. And there's Naz Roberts almost coming up with another one. While on the other side for CTA, David Muya with a double-double of 15 and 10 boards already.
That's a great feed by Moonreath as he attracted double coverage. Muya unable to hang on to it.
We have GTA Prep and LBA coming at you after this game. That one will be taking place, scheduled for 2:45. I'm going to guess it's going to be a little closer to 3. Aiden Warnholtz getting D'd up by Adebaboye.
He's an excellent defender. On-ball defense, man, he can really stay in front.
Westgarth hard to the hole. Want to say Muya, looking for the N1. Want to say hello to our 115 viewers on YouTube.
Jaron Jones looked like he landed on his chest, maybe knocked the wind out of him.
Take a quick break, come back, check in on him, see how he was doing. Stay with us.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent. Game speaks. There's no politics here.
Okay, let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square, get your feet square. Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go.
We've traveled across the country and back. 6 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to win.
We're back. Just over a minute gone, still a 10-point lead for the Blues. Warnholtz getting to the lane. I mean, I think he's a guy who could help fill some of the scoring void if he starts getting his shot off. It's going to help if he can get to the rim as well, but he's being D'd up by a great defender in Adebaboye. Roberts, no good.
And Kanku's coming in cold. He hasn't taken any shots in this game yet.
My bad. That was Eugene Kanku. That is Roberts back the other way, but over his head. Got my 21 and 22 mixed up there for a second.
Warnholtz switching up speeds and direction.
Got bailed out with the call there.
Looks like it was a little hold on the hip.
Yeah. I meant it as he had nowhere to go with that ball, so it was a good thing that the whistle was called. People continue to file in here to catch the end of this battle of the undefeateds as we tee up GTA Prep and London Basketball Academy. Two teams that consistently give us some amazing games, and now they're going to lock horns. I expect nothing less out of those two. An interdivisional matchup. These are two teams not in the same division, so it's an opportunity to get to see them face off before nationals. Depending on seeding, they may end up finding themselves matched up. Pull up. He has been pure today.
Filling in some big shoes, man. Filling in some big shoes from Raheem Sullivan, but he's done an excellent job of that. Getting it done from everywhere on the floor.
Ron Westgarth, we've seen him do it from range. Some nice touch down low as well.
The basket's good. Ishmael with the foul. Ishmael with the second foul.
Just imagine what these guys look like at full strength. Right after midway point of the season, you get Daves back in there that adds 10 rebounds a game. You get Raheem Sullivan back in there that's 15 to 20 points a game. Really changes up the dynamic of the squad.
And then you're going to have all these guys ready to come off the bench in case any of those guys get in foul trouble or falter, and they'll be ready to go because they've had the opportunity to be tested in fire right here. Eugene Kanku starting to get it going here in the second half. A couple of buckets. Akot can't get it going yet today. Foul before the rebound.
And if the shot's not dropping, Akot's got to look to do something else, be effective in another way. He's great at attacking the rim and being able to create offense off the dribble as well, so that might need to come into play at this point.
Ishmael up top, Jones, Reed on the wing. Just the blow by closeout was a little too aggressive. Reed cleans it up, back up to a 10-point lead. West, nope, Colombe.
DeAndre Reed's done an excellent job working on Wheeler and not letting him establish position. He's also been the same guy that's been the help side defender.
Callum Bay back the other way. Ooh, looking for Warnholtz. A big exhale from head coach Tony House on that one as the ball sailed past him.
And this is not the Canada Top Flight Academy that we are used to seeing. They look very out of whack in this game. Very discombobulated as a unit.
Oh, not the guy you want to leave open. I think he was too open, but look at the huge rebound by Roberts. Caught, no good.
And that's what you want to see from Akkad on more attacking the rim, get guys in foul trouble. And SMU came in from Texas to evaluate Akkad, and this is not the type of game where he'll be picking up a new offer.
Warnholtz stepping in for the charge, doing what we expect to see from Aiden Warnholtz.
After the second, team third to the NBA Canada New Year Challenge. Remember, you have go to NBAcanada.com.
Keep looking up at the scoreboard. Really seems like that is been a 10-point lead every time I look up. Once again, the Blues in transition. Timeout on the floor. 4:30 gone. Stay with us. Leads up to 12.
History has been made in Canadian basketball.
From the Maritimes to the nation's capital.
I just like the sound.
Brady Cancun, my goodness.
To the 6.
Oh, big block there.
To the prairies.
By Deshaun Henry.
All the way to British Columbia. This is the NPA.
One hand jam! All over the defense! My Lord! Goodness gracious! Campbell with the facial. Oh! E-man! Defense to offense.
Cummins, that is not
way.
the guy.
No way!
Cummins.
Another good one. There is Sammy Hunter. And that was it. Oh my Lord.
And look at this. Danilo Jiricic ending his high school career. CTA inbounding. The Blues putting that pressure on that causes havoc on teams. Moon Reith. Sent back. The Blues defense has been turned up. McKinnon. Reed is just begging for it on the wing, didn't get it. Columbe. There's Luau Akkad. Basket and the bump. Will that get him going? CTA is going to need him.
We've had a sighting.
Fouls on Jones. That's his second. Team's fourth. He caught at the line.
Caught looking for the three-point play.
He's good.
And it's down to single digits for the first time in a while. Now it's CTA with a little bit of pressure. McKinnon in trouble. They're going to have to get it across. They do. Reed. Nice look.
Ishmael's been absolutely terrific in this game. Just able to find a way to be assertive on every possession.
Warnholtz, I think he could take advantage of this matchup. Reed jumps out on him. Nice look from Warnholtz to Jalal.
Naz Roberts. Nasty Naz, as you call him.
Oh,
the Nostradamus.
McKinnon, shot clock down to 12. Reed working on a cut. Ishmael again, ooh. Wide open, ooh. The pass was just a little lacking. And that allowed Roberts to get back. If that pass would have been had a little bit more on it, that would have been an easy 2. Instead, they're gonna have to work for it at the line.
Roberts on the defensive end is an absolute problem. Whether it's a chase down, whether it's staying in front of his man, he's deflecting. He's really making a difference on the defensive side of the ball. That looked pretty clean to me as well. I think from the ref's angle at the top of the key, tough to call if you're not the baseline guy.
I think a lot of the time, the block can be clean. It's the follow through.
It's the what?
The follow through on the block, like the swat, like the bringing the hand down afterwards. So it might have been clean on the block, but it's easy for the ref to call it if they come down the
Fair
body.
enough.
Now, I mean, technically, is that a shooting foul? I don't know. If the shot's already been attempted, technically. But, I mean, we're not going to be able to change the rules of basketball right here.
One thing I do know is that Naz Roberts has a boatload of potential considering his athleticism, his length, and already his instincts. Instincts are an intangible trait that, you know, they can't be recorded on a stat sheet, but those are things that are going to help in the game. It's a jungle out here, and you got to have those.
Oh, a pull-up. Early in the shot clock, 3 from a player that hasn't taken an awful lot of shots today. Ooh. Wow, Sean Chambers stepping it up on D as well. Chambers driving, foul on the body. I think they're going to be putting him to the line there.
Third foul, team second.
No, I was about to say, you could argue if he was in the act of shooting, but considering how far that shot was off the target, shouldn't give it to him. Called it on the floor. Kanku inbounding.
Central Tech basketball. Tipped out of bounds.
Remains Central Tech possession here on the baseline. And again, these guys have been unable to really pull away past a 10-point lead. It gets cut down every time they make it to 10.
As I mentioned, both these teams very much have the ability to negate a 10-point lead in no time. Long rebound goes the way of the Blues. Kanku, body's hitting the floor all over the place. Putting it all on the line today. .327 to go. The Blues inbounding. Kanku. McKinnon. Ahmad with the runner, and out. Well, CTA has an opportunity to chop this lead down. They're getting stops. Mulia. Yeah. You know he's going to get the whistle on his side eventually. Such a wide load.
That's his first.
Blues having a little chat on the sidelines now while Mulia is at the line. Jalal checks back in.
Mulia at the line. He has 15 points in the first half. It's good.
Mulia. Got the spin, got the height on the shot, and it found its way into the hole. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. 6-point lead for the Blues. Hamad gets it blocked. Kanku brings it down. 4 on the shot clock. Sorry, 6 on the shot clock. No call. CTA on the open floor. And they call it the charge.
No basket.
Would like to see that one again.
Kalambe with his second foul of the game. That's the team's third.
Warren Holtz checked in with the officials. Had a nice little chat explaining the call. Warren Holtz didn't seem too perturbed by it, just wanted to get an explanation. Jalal pulls it down easily. Warren Holtz working on McKinnon. He could pull up over him at any point. Instead, he's looking to get it to his big man, that high-low. I think CTA understands the Blues do not have two guys with the height and width that they have with Jalal and Muya.
And they're trying to take advantage of that mismatch over the last several possessions.
Absolutely. And so they should. I mean, that's what was keeping them in the game in the early going, and here they are back down 6. Now would be a good time to see them do that again. And this is a guy who, if he can get it going, would be big, but Westgarth misses. In transition, Roberts rising and flushing. As Roberts breaking out at the New Year Challenge. Eugene Kanku continuing to put together a solid game and a solid showing here at the New Year Challenge, throwing down in transition, but an answer back from CTA. Up 5, down 5, the Blues looking to add to their lead. Warren Holtz. Ooh. Thought there could have been a whistle there, but there wasn't.
Remember to use the hashtag.
Game 20 of 21 from this session. Game 2 of 3 today. Got one more to go, GTA Prep and LBA. Muya and Chambers having a little chat down low. Muya.
Some of Muya's possessions have been very, very forced. I understand that you want to get in the groove and get involved, but got to make better decisions on the offensive end here. Those are the types. Those are the type to clean up buckets.
Leads down to 3. CTA has spent 3 quarters battling back after Central Tech got out to an early lead, and they haven't looked back, but CTA is one of those teams that will not go away, and they are comfortable in any game situation, and here they are down 3 under 40 seconds to go in the third. Muya again. Strangway is called for the foul.
And a sweet dime from Westgarth to get it to Muya.
Strangway with the foul. That's his second.
Muya back to the line, an opportunity to get this down to 1.
No good.
Misses the first.
Second one is good.
Leads down to 2, 30 seconds to go. 2:20 on the clock. 7-second difference, game clock, shot clock. Ooh. The first real unforced turnover from the Blues. That could be costly. CTA with a chance to tie it or take the lead here on the final possession of the third quarter. Warnholtz working on McKinnon.
13 seconds left, third quarter.
10 on the clock. Warnholtz. Strangways jumps out on him. McKinnon now switching back. Run off the screen, finding Muya. That's a foul. So Muya with a chance now to tie it. Just 1.2 on the clock.
That's his third for Central Tech. 19 foul.
DeAndre Reed had those 3 fouls in the first half. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we've seen him in the third.
We have not. And a big-time difference maker for Central Tech, Ishmael, is a body that hasn't touched the floor either here for a majority of the third.
Guess Jeffers is happy with an opportunity to stay in the lead through 3 despite not using 2 key players in this game. CTA down 2 through 3. Someone's undefeated season will no longer be unblemished after this fourth quarter. Stay with us.
Stay tuned for quarter number 4.
Franco Miller with the spike. Oh no, Franco Miller.
They're barking, they're starting to bark.
Yeah. On time, on target delivery, piping hot. Shiny time. Franco Miller. Two-point lead, the Blues with the ball. The other name we haven't said yet today, Thomas Yoon on the floor for the Blues. Reed back on there after sitting out the entire third with 3 fouls. And this is what we expected to see at some point. A little chippiness. Two-point lead for the Blues. CTA stuck 2. We're in for a great fourth quarter. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube and on NorthPoleHoops.com. Tell your friends we got a tie game at 60 between 2 undefeated teams in their NPA seasons. Reed has it set back by a caught. Foul on the body.
And Aycock can't let that discourage him. He's got to continue to play. They need him in this fourth quarter here. He's been silent pretty much all the way through this game, with the exception of 1 play.
Again, the leadership of Aiden Warnholtz coming over, talking to the official, who confirmed the block was fine, the foul was on the body.
DeAndre Reed.
Reed splits a pair. This is going to be a great fourth quarter as these two teams lay out the red carpet for GTA Prep and LBA, who will be taking part in the final game of this session right after this one. A caught. Back the other way, the Blues on the run. Reed battling, can't get it. Yeah, foul on Jones, just a little too aggressive on the loose ball.
Moonreath is really finding his way here among the seniors.
That's his fourth. First team foul for Central Tech.
Again, Moonreath, number 35 in the red on your screen.
My name is Drew Banks from OnPointBasketball.com. Proud here to support my brothers from North
Warnholtz working on Yoon. Wonder if Jeffers just liked a little bit more length on Warnholtz. Yoon can provide that. Jalal. He's going to be key for this squad down the stretch.
That's their first lead of the game.
Yes, it is, but this is what the champs do. They wear you down and wear you down. Get themselves back in the position they're used to being in the lead. And they're hurrying the Blues up. That's a tough shot.
Very ill-advised.
This is Canada Top Flight Academy, folks. This is the defending national champs. This is the team with an 18-game winning streak dating back to last season. Atik Jalal showing us a little bit of everything. Impactful big man. Attaboye not getting bailed out with the whistle. Whistle's now starting to go the way of the champs, who are now up 3 and got the ball back.
That's his third.
Just in time, Khalid Ismail checks back in for the Blues. Warnholtz, wow, what a drive and dish from Aiden Warnholtz finding Jalal. Ismail, Reed trying to get himself back into the game after sitting out the entire third. That will help. Cutting the lead back down to 3. Yoon has not been able to contain Warnholtz on the drive. Foul on Yoon. I think Kevin Jeffers has the gears working up top, figuring out what he's going to be doing. As Warnholtz is getting where he wants, when he wants, and very often it's resulting in an easy drop-off to one of his big men.
We have a timeout on the board, called by CTA.
CTA want to talk it over, up 3. Just over 3 minutes into the fourth. Stay with us.
63. This is the NBA.
Pangos will shoot another 3. His third triple already.
I'm a retired teacher. I coached at a whole bunch of different levels throughout the player delivery system in Canada. Involved myself at the provincial level as head coach of Team Ontario from 1994 to 97. Coached at the university level, University of Guelph for 7 years. High school coach. And I'm now an author. And I'm an author of a book called Can't Miss, a story about Kevin Pangos. But the angle that I'm bringing about the book is that I'm a basketball coach who wrote a book. So the delivery of the book encapsulates everything that's Canada basketball is all about.
Pangos will shoot another.
Everyone has their story. What's yours? Were you born with the ball in your hands? Or were you a late bloomer?
We're We're back at Crestwood Prep. We're in North York. You still got time to come down and check out GTA Prep and LBA. Right now, the battle of the undefeateds is going on. Skying for the rebound as Roberts transition. He finds Reed. Reed goes up, can't get it to go. They're battling. Reed gets it back. Jump ball. I think that's going to go the way of CTA. Nope.
It'll go back to CTA on the jump. They lead by 3 after being down double digits in this ball game. They are ahead by a trifecta.
CTA gets it back. Warnholtz, that defensive change has happened. Adeboboye now on him. And Reed swallowing up that pass. He's going to keep it himself against Jalal. Foul called.
Foul. Gileo. That's his 4th.
Ooh, and Jalal has 4 now.
Reed.
This chess match in the 4th is going to be interesting. Fouls becoming an issue. I want to thank you again for tuning in on YouTube and on NorthPoleHoops.com. I want to thank you to you, the 170 tuning in on YouTube. A great game here. Hope you're enjoying your wherever you are in the warmth watching this game. Every free throw is going to count down the stretch of this one. Reed gets the second. All of a sudden, the CTA coming up empty on the offensive end. Basket and the bump. Khalid Ishmael led everybody with 18 in the first half. He's jumped back on the floor here in the 4th, and he has a chance to put the Blues back up a point.
Both him and Naz Roberts have really broke out here on the scene in session 2. Ishmael receiving interest from Algoma University, who is in attendance.
Lots of time left in this one. 67-66. Central Tech back in the lead. Warnholtz having a little bit more trouble with Adeboboye, that's for sure. Moon Reese up top. A cut. Ooh. Once again, the big man, J.D. Muya. Adeboboye. Battle down low. Refs letting them play just the way we like it. Reith to Warnholtz. Nice move, Aiden Warnholtz, but great hands by Ishmael getting on the floor. That's what the Blues do. Muya Euro stepping in the lane. The big man mic'd up.
I did not think he had those dancing feet.
He's got the dancing shoes on. Wow, a little sidestep on that. Saved by Reith. Here come the champs, up 3. Akat.
And Akat is about maybe 0 for 8 from the 3-point line today.
Oh, he has a look in his eye right now, though, bringing the ball up for CTA. Kick out Reith. Extra pass. Westgarth has not had it today from range. Adeboboye up top, Ishmael. Reed working on the big man, Reed. Crossing him over, getting to the lane, foul called. intense down the stretch here, that's for sure.
That's his third.
CTA up 3.
Team's fourth.
Great game right now. A little bit of nervous energy in the gym right now too.
I'd say so. Tale of the undefeated.
After this, there will still be 2 undefeated teams in the NPA. Notre Dame Hounds out in what I would normally say chilly Wilcox, Saskatchewan, but it's probably warm compared to here. Still undefeated on the season as well. Jump ball. This is going to go the Blues' way, I'm going to guess. Seems like they've been on the wrong end of the jump balls all day long. We got it back now when they need it. An opportunity to tie or take the lead with 4:10 left. 2 undefeated teams. Canada Top Flight riding an 18-game winning streak dating back to last season when they were crowned the first ever national champions at the high school age level in Canada. And they're showing that championship caliber right now, up 2. Showing no nervousness, but these Blues are ball hawks. Ornholtz working on Ishmael. Pull up. Back rim and out. Big rebound. Colombe very often seems to be in the right place at the right time for this squad.
He tracks down those balls as soon as they leave the shooter's hand. He kind of looks at the direction that it's heading in. And some guys are better than others from a rebounding standpoint of how to read the way that it comes off of the rim and which direction it may.
At the line, shooting 2.
Colombe let out a little bit of a yell after that miss. A lot of missed free throws down the stretch here that could have really changed the complexion of this game, but it's on both sides, so. 3-point lead, Canada Top Flight Academy. The Blues playing without Raheem Sullivan. DeAndre Reed tries to get it back, another jump ball. It's been a handful of jump balls just in this second half alone. It's been a battle. Again, the Blues without Raheem Sullivan, CTA without Kaleem Sarazin. 2 key players for both teams. Ornholtz, little step back. We're looking for the foul call. Nothing there.
Fouls on Mula.
Muya gets called for it under the rim. I believe that's going to be a shooting foul. 3:15 to go. Stay with us. Got a good final coming up.
Soul. That one hurt on the inside.
Here's Mr. Akot, goes right down the lane with the slab. It's in running. Here's Akot.
Euro step.
Akot dancing on him. Ooh. Wow. Wow.
Another one.
Chambers at the line.
Chambers at the line.
Looking to chip away at this lead.
Short.
lot of missed free throws in this fourth quarter on both sides. Missed them both, got his own rebound. Big block. Moonreath. Back to the line. DeAndre Reed, gotta make him.
Warnholz with the foul.
The Blues looking to be the first team in the NPA
Team 6.
to beat CTA. I could be wrong, but I believe the Blues may have been the last team to beat CTA at last year's New Year Challenge at Central Tech. Gets the roll on the first. And the second. The Blues are within one. CTA, the defending champs, going to show their championship worth here. Moonreath, back rim and out. Long rebound goes the way of Canada Top Flight Academy. Shot clock at 10. Everybody after the loose balls. There you go. Big steal. And finish. Khalid Ismail has done a little bit of everything today. And the Blues are back in the lead. Ismail knocking on the door of 30 points for the game. Look at the battle in the paint. This is a man's game right here. 2:05 on the clock. Adebaboye getting into the paint. No good. Warnholz brings it down. Caught. Muya gets it stripped. Khalid Ismail having himself a game. Blues are keeping it. Atik Jalal checking back into the game. 4 fouls for Jalal. He has been instrumental for CTA, who have been trying to look for something on the offensive end, have not had it going, but have been getting it done in the paint.
And they can't afford for him to foul out at this point in the game. It's a little too late in the game, too close.
Reed, 1:28 on the clock. Adebaboye, wow. I was just about to say, he has not had the stroke today. Big time shot. 1:23 on the clock. 4-point lead for the Blues. Looking to hand CTA their first loss in NPA competition in a year.
And doing it without Raheem Sullivan and Matthew Daves, 2 major pieces for the Central Tech Blues.
Call for the block. The Blues bench upset about that. They're going to keep it quiet. Now's not the time to pick up a tech.
That's his bid. He will foul on the left. Central Tech. Jaron Jones fouls out.
Jaron Jones with 5 fouls. Key player for the Blues, but today hasn't played a scoring role per se, because Khalid Ismail has had it going. 1:06 on the clock. Moon Reese at the charity stripe. Misses the first. Wow, misses them both. Jalal getting after it. Gets it sent back, foul on the body. Nervous energy.
That was excellent defense played by Chambers there, and not impressed with the call, especially from that particular referee. Sorry to have to point that out. I never go at the referees, but got to have some sort of feel for that. The defender Chambers with his body away from the offensive man and gets called for the body. Very frustrating as a defender. You expect to be rewarded for defending that well.
14 points in the ball game. 3 points, 75-72.
Ishmael with the ball right now has done everything he can for Central Tech in this game. They're going to look to kill as much clock as possible.
Or not. Adeboboye found a lane, got to the rim. They're up 5. CTA need an answer. Moon Reese. Warnholtz, he's going to pull it. Wow, Aiden Warnholtz. Big time shot from a big time player. 27 on the clock. It's a 2-point lead for the Blues. They have the ball. Reed. Khalid Ishmael sitting there with 29 points on the day. Pulls up for 3. No good. Brought down by CTA. They're down 2. 10 seconds on the clock. Everybody's on their feet. Warnholtz. Kalambe. Atik Jalal. DeAndre Reed with the game-saving block. What an unbelievable game from the Central Tech Blues. They knock off CTA, ending an 18-game winning streak. The Central Tech Blues without key players, with one of their biggest wins in NPA history. The Blues are for real, and the defending champs are going to look to regroup as they make their way to nationals. I think this is going to be a loss we look back on and say it could be a positive for CTA. It's not going to feel that way right now. DeAndre Reed, a game-saving block. An unbelievable game. 10-minute break. We'll be back with LBA and GTA Prep. How can they match up to this one? Stay tuned to find out.